Who else did not speak? Who else did not speak? Tina, Nora, can you say something now? This is the last one. The last one. Ashley.
I really glad that you came and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed preparing for this. We've been doing this for a whole month. And I go to the store, small things at a time. And we prepare the house. We ask Susan. We clean the bedrooms. It's a lot of work, getting, because if you work and Susan works, and so everyone got assigned a room, and I'm sorry if you didn't have a place in our house, but you're all welcome, and I hope we can do this again. And I really enjoyed preparing it, and was really looking forward to have everybody, my relatives, and I'm just sorry that some cannot come. And I really appreciate Diana for coming, because this really was an opportunity for us to get together. I really thank you. So when I found out about it, Paul and I were in Europe, and I called Susan, and Susan said, "Hey, Auntie, Uncle Ben called, Diana's coming." And I said, "When?" "June 29." And so I said, "Okay." And Uncle Ben said, "We'll have a reunion in your house." So I said, "Okay." So I heard from him after that. So I called and said, "When are they coming?" Like, this is Diana's telephone number. So I called her, and I woke her up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And so I thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Darrell. Thank you, Desmond, for meeting you. And I hope we could come and see you in Germany.
Deutschland!
I promise we'll come and see you.
Yeah, cool.
Okay?
Well, Nora travels maybe
yeah.
6 times a year. Different
Well,
countries, different places.
There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
You're bored. So I come home from vacation and I go on the internet and I said, "Hey, honey, this is a nice trip. Would you like to go?" And he'll say, "Okay." I said, "Okay, if you want to." Then I book one. And I said, "Cass, this is too expensive." And I don't know whether I would like to fly to this place. And so I canceled it so they refund our money. And he said, "Stop doing that." Anyway, I book another trip. I think Nora is crazy.
You have the time, you can afford it.
I can afford, I use the credit card.
Even the credit card is still money. No, okay.
No, I just
You cannot just get money from the credit card without paying.
No, I
it
go
back.
to work.
That's right. That's what I mean. You can afford it. So.
I go to work. I'm 71 years old.
Nora is so lucky.
I should be retired.
She's very lucky because that day she's still working. And she had possibly the unlimited amount somewhere there.
Not
So
true.
she can go any place you go to.
No, the reason is,
take cross.
Wait, okay, now I can talk. Can I talk now?
Please.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi everybody. Thank you for coming so you can see your old auntie or grandma. I don't know when the other incoming get together. I don't know if I will still be there. So, but I pray God that I will be able to attend anyone that you plan. And I am so happy to be here with my sister. And she is really very nice to everybody. And to me, I think because I am the only sister. She had how many brothers, but Ben is the only one left. But she loves me so much. Every time she goes to a trip, I have something. And thank you very much. And when I use them when I go to party with or to work. Oh, that is so cute. That's so nice. Oh, this came from my sister. Or sometimes my children gave it to me. I cannot afford to buy anything. So I am just lucky to have families like that. But Nora, I hope you will not get mad. I hope you should slow down and you're going to work. You can afford to go anytime you lessen your trip. But so you can enjoy more. I know that it's hard to be fully retired. You will be more busy like I am. I was more busy than when I was working. It's really true. But I just want you to relax sometimes. But you go on your vacation, you don't go to work, so it's okay.
Thank you.
But just
That's what Paul says.
don't think
to me.
too much of working.
No, because you know why I'm like this.
Thank you, everybody.
That's the only way for me to keep my brains. Otherwise, I don't really want to stagnate. And I think, and with my kind of work, I think I'm rewarded by the work I do because patients appreciate what I do. And if I see someone that I can save their life, it makes me feel good. Like being 71 years old and been in practice for over 40 years, and I go and I can still diagnose an acute problem, and I think it's a reward for me because I say, gee, I can't believe that I did that, and so maybe it's my therapy because I don't take tranquilizers, I don't go to psychiatrists. I might talk a lot, but it's a way of expressing my anger. I don't want to keep it to myself. So working to me is a pleasure. It's an enjoyment for me because of what I do. Because you appreciate what people do to you, to them, and I think maybe this is why I am helpful to people. Because I help people, I like to help people, and if I can afford it, I'd like to help. Like people from the Philippines ask me, Auntie, can you help so and so to go to school? So I'm sending one girl to college in the Philippines. And I'm just so lucky to have a husband who doesn't complain. And I said, honey, can you go to the Balikbayan or can you go and send some $300 for tuition? And he goes. I don't even go, you ask Susan. And I think it's a give and take because Paul's family are good people. I go in there, I even in India, I help people there too. Maybe it's just my custom because I think I think I just like to be charitable, and I think one trait, James is the same thing. So he's in New York, walking on the street on Thanksgiving, and the poor people said they don't have money for Thanksgiving. You know, this boy goes to the market, he buys them a turkey on Thanksgiving, and he donates money to charity. And we look at his income tax, and I said, how much did he donate? And he donated $8,000 for charity, and I said, my God, I don't even do that. And I think he got that from me.
Yeah,
so
but
I think we just have a good heart, maybe.
Yeah, you have a good heart because those people who are not only a good heart plus they can afford, they
No,
have
it's
to
not
give.
that
They
only
have to
that.
give. They have to give. Yeah, you have to give because you will
I
not,
think
not bring your money.
It's more,
when
maybe
you go.
it's one way for me. Working for me keeps me young. And I think that's why I kept myself young. And when I complained coming home, and I told Paul, gee, I'm tired. I don't think I want to go to work today. And he said, who told you to go to work?
I know. That's what I said.
Do you think I get a sympathy from him?
Okay, so it's the. It's in the
I don't get any sympathy from him. You ask Susan.
Para ganyan mo ba?
Oh my God.
That's fine.
That's
okay.
We cannot.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
We cannot stop
This is so
complaining.
sexy.
So you learn from me, guys.
Greg, will you
Yes.
give us to...
Even the young ones they complain, so it's all.
You learn from me, you young kids, because talking about relationship, this is just my advice to all of you. Well, we all have been married. You know, you've been married for how long?
52.
I'm
Is it 52 Nito?
Yeah.
No, 11 minus 3.
8.
11 minus 8.
3.
Oh, 53 this year.
Well, before 44. I
Oh,
mean,
11
44.
minus 8 is 3, not 53.
Not 45 yet. No, what did I say?
11 minus 8 is
Did I
53, is 3, but not 53.
It's give and take.
No, you said 53. 11 minus 8 is 53 exactly.
You know,
53 years, huh?
Dad.
listen up.
She knows
Young
alone.
kids, marriage is give and take.
Okay.
You fight. Don't go to bed without talking to each other. I think the last time I did was I talked to Paul was maybe 2 weeks ago.
That you did not talk?
It's a small item. You know, I didn't talk to him. I went to bed and, that's rarely. Don't hit your partner. Because
Of course, no. Yeah.
I was never hit by Paul. And you just say you love each other. And Paul will never leave the house, even when I'm asleep, without giving me a kiss. I'm asleep and, bye, honey. You know,
Wow.
there's always that kind of.
Never experienced that.
You never experienced that. You know, you should do this for one time. You should do that. Nito. Paul goes to exercise in the morning. He leaves at 5:30. I'll be half asleep. He'll never go out. Even just going to the grocery store, buy and give you a hug.
Well, maybe when we were newlywed or younger.
And you will be going out together and you're holding hands, and they'll say, "Gee, how long have you been married? You're still holding hands." They ask us, you know, when we travel and you're holding hands, and 44. Oh, isn't that nice to see you still holding hands? You know, you should do that relationship. You know, I just want to tell you that that's how you keep married. You're married. You know, there's small things, but small actions means a lot. So,
That applies to me.
huh?
That applies to me.
So anyway, I just want you, you're young, I just want you to give advice how you can keep a good relationship even though you don't have money, you know, you work hard, strive hard. And I told Diana, I work very hard, you know, all my life. And I think we are all workaholics, aren't we? Filipinos are.
Sempre?
Yeah.
Of course.
Indeed.
No, we're all workaholics. because you see this, Diana, only Diana cannot take overtime because Germany doesn't allow overtime. But
I think in nursing, but some, I think some job they do.
in the
According-
United
from one
States,
of you.
they work double just to keep up, especially nurses, and that's how. You never see any Filipino that talking about our German relatives. You don't see any Filipino on welfare. Very few. I think it's a trait for Filipinos that they have to work for themselves and they can work as hard. And don't you think so that we don't see any Filipinos on welfare?
Well,
Very
they-
few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
I think it's our blood.
before there are, until now, Filipinos cannot come here if they have no
Education.
education.
No, but even if they bring them here and they're already 65 years old and they still go and work in hotels, they you know, and they can work for 10 years and earn Social Security.
Yeah.
See,
Even until 75, 78, they still work in order to get Social Security pension. Yeah, that's what we are.
And save.
Okay, may I have my turn?
Okay, there.
Thank you.
That's all I can say. Save money.
Well, thank you very much. My sister Tracy is a very thoughtful person. She doesn't have the dough, you know, like me, but she's always very thoughtful. I just found out that she gave some beautiful clothes to my kids. They're wearing it today.
Because I don't give them anymore because they are far. And I said I
that
am
was
sick.
really
I
nice,
have to live with it.
Yeah. As I said, you don't have it, but you still make it, so I really appreciate that.
I use my credit card.
You talk like my son. Yes. Use a credit card. You go to the bank, you know. I said, there's no money in the bank.
He only knows credit card.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And Nora is, as I said, she's really very generous. She's always very thoughtful, you know. There was gifts from her for the kids, you know. Sometimes I get a surprise, and One time she forced me to get this, $1,000, you know, I said, okay.